It was definitely one of the best weeks that we have ever had in Extreme Trader Premium Forex Signals group on Telegram. As you can see, thankfully last week we have made a stunning 654 pips of profits delivered to our clients in that group. It was really amazing week, and I'm sure all of our clients have made a very good profits, and I really hope they have enjoyed it, and I really want to hear their opinion and review about the signals for the last week. Now I want to bring your attention to something here. As we can see, on 22nd of April, the pound JPY have hit here the stop loss, but keep in mind that that stop loss right here is only 20 pips. Yes, that's right, only 20 pips of stop loss, not the 50 pips or the 45 pips that you have always used to see from us. We are trying our best here to move slowly to the 20 pips only of stop loss, and thankfully I believe that we have nailed it. And as you can see, my friends, these are the results of the last week, and thankfully almost all of the signals have reached the take profit level. That was an amazing week. I'm very thrilled by the results. It's amazing, and I'm very happy to see the clients enjoying making profits with our signals. Of course, this is the premium group itself, and we have attached also this group right here, this channel, to the premium group, where they can actually see the setups and the analysis of each and every signal. Let me show you something here very interesting. For example, we have sent here this analysis for the EURUSD. In case of a breakout of the resistance, close immediately the trade. We have sent this signal here to start shorting the EURUSD at the peak of the resistance at this level. Now what happened next is fascinating. As we can see, we can see here the EURUSD has reversed immediately as we have expected and went all the way straight to the take profit number 3. So the analysis was correct and it was very accurate. There was no bullish breakout from that level, and hence the market has went exactly the way that we have predicted. Again, it was really amazing week, and I'm very happy for the results. So of course, my friends, if you wish to join Extreme Trader Premium Forex Signals group, please contact our support. You can find their contact details in the description below this video. Contact them today and hopefully we will see you there. So let's now begin with the weekly analysis, and of course, as usual, we will start with the EURUSD. Now, to understand the general direction on this pair, we have of course to look at the bigger time frames. So I'm gonna switch right now to the weekly chart. Alright, so now on the weekly chart, what we can see right here is very interesting. What we can see right here, my friends, is this price action. That price action right here of the last candle indicates a very strong bearish momentum and a weakness from the buyers. Now, it's very important to mention also that this price action right here, which I have talked about repeatedly, this bearish breakout candle, once we see this candle actually appears on the weekly chart and breaking out from a strong support level, usually this candle indicates for a continuation in the momentum, and therefore we can expect from the market to continue the move toward the lowest level of the support, and that can be seen by the last candle. The last candle has actually showed some momentum to break out from that level of a support, but however, a resistance right here. But however, the candle has changed the direction, and by the end of Friday has actually closed as a bearish candle. That being said, we have to consider shorting the EURUSD for the remaining days of this week. Right now, we have to consider something that on the 4-hour time frame, we have here the appearance of a head and shoulders, which seems like the market is going to continue to fall. And right now, let's use the resistance trend lines to confirm where we can actually expect from the market to continue the fall to, or actually where we can start shorting the pair. Now, as we can see, I have done here this resistance trend line, and right now we can see that the market has created right here a false breakout. So we had here 3 attempts of the resistance trend line, then a false breakout, then again another resistance trend line. So we can expect from the market to create also right now a second attempt of the resistance trend line. So that being said, let's now look on the horizontal level to find the strongest support and resistance levels. Now, of course, we can tell clearly that this right here was the strongest resistance level. As you can see, the market has reversed exactly right from that level and created a single attempt of the resistance. Then the same level of a resistance has also become 1, 2, 3, 4 attempts of a support, and right here we have the resistance number 1. So that being said, I believe that the EURUSD eventually going to continue to rise, to continue the pullback upon the pressure from the support right here at 1.107850. And right now we can expect from the market to continue the rise till it reaches the same level of the resistance, and also it's gonna create the resistance trend line number 2 as well. There, my friends, we want to start shorting the Euro USD. We have to wait for the pair to rise to another 33 pips before we can start shorting it. Now the question is, if we started the short, how far we can continue the short? By the way, check this, the daily chart. Also, the daily chart shows a very good price action for the bearish or to short the pair. Let's move to the weekly chart. Now, on the weekly chart, if we started shorting the Euro USD right from that level, we can expect from the pair to continue the fall at least to reach that level of a support right here, which is the nearest one to our entry at 1.07266, which means we can wait for the Euro USD to fall to another 97 pips of profit. Hopefully we will all make it, and I will show you later the safe zone. Let me now please write the signal for you. So as you can see, my friends, this is your signal for the Euro USD. Please make sure that you are waiting for the price action before placing your trade, and don't rush with the pending orders. Just make sure that your trade is totally safe, and of course the safe zone will be ranging for only 43 pips. We really don't need higher than that. And for the take profit level, let me switch back to the weekly chart and show it to you. The take profit level is going to be held at 1.07266. As I have mentioned earlier, is going to be about 100 pips. Hopefully going to be a very good profit, and hopefully it's going to be a good signal. That's everything for the Euro USD. Let's now move to the next pair. Let's now take a look at the Pound USD. So as we can see, the Pound USD has crashed. As we can see on Friday, 22nd of April, it was a bad day for the pound. But again, my friends, keep in mind that this movement was, of course, abnormal. Now, let me just refresh your memories. What happened on Friday, that the Bank of England's governor, Mr. Bailey, has actually announced the sales, what is it? The retail sales data for March, and it was actually much worse than expected. Of course, that has led to a crash in the pound against the USD dollar, and as we can see, the signal actually was running fine and well, running well in profit. It was running in 52 pips of profit before the market started losing its liquidity, and therefore we have the announcement from Mr. Bailey about the retail sales, and as you can see, the pound has crashed. Well, that happens. We cannot do anything about it. Sadly, the signal itself was running in profit due to the technical analysis, but of course the fundamentals had some another opinion. So let's see what we can do next with the Pound USD. Alright, so let me show you now my analysis for the for the Pound USD. So as you can see, my friends, let me switch now to the 4-hour time frame, and by looking at the 4-hour time frame, we are having right here a channel like that. And as we can see, that the Pound USD has actually been respecting that channel. Now we can see also that we had right here the same all I did right here is simply cloning the resistance trend line and placing it right here exactly at the support trend line, and now we can see that channel very clear. Now we can see clearly also that the Pound USD has actually left that channel, making a bearish break out of it. Now what we can do next is simply waiting for the Pound USD to rise again, retesting the broken resistance channel, and retesting, of course, the support trend line right here, and to create a new resistance trend line. Look at that resistance trend line. That resistance trend line most likely is going to be respected again, and we can expect from the Pound USD to create a new resistance trend line on the same level. So that being said, we can expect actually to start short the Pound USD after it rises to another, I would say, about 34 pips. Now, after confirming this on the 4-hour time frame, let's now move to the smaller time frame to see in more details. Let me go to the 30-minute time frame. Now on the 30-minute time frame, we can see clearly that we had right here also a first attempt of a resistance, just like that. And as you can see, my friends, we can start shorting the Pound USD exactly at the second attempt of the resistance. Right here we have the resistance number 1, and right here hopefully is going to be the resistance number 2, and of course as well resistance trend line number 1 after the retest of the broken support trend line. So if that happens, we can actually expect to continue shorting the pair after it reaches the next level of the support. Let me now move to the weekly chart to show you the next level of the support, which we can actually see it right here exactly. So this is the nearest support to our entry on the weekly chart. Therefore, we can expect from the pound USD to continue the fall to another 109 pips. And for the safe zone, I will show it to you later after writing the signal. So as we can see, this is the signal for the pound USD, and the safe zone is ranging only for about 37 pips, no more. We don't really need higher than that, and because actually if the pair is going to be able to reach that level, it means that it has finally made the breakout from, or sorry, the retest of the broken support level has failed. And the safe zone is going to be ranging to about 36 or 37 pips only till 1.29174. Meanwhile, the take profit level is going to be right here at the lowest level of the nearest support on the weekly chart, which means the take profit level, actually we cannot see it if I zoom in, so I had to zoom out to the maximum. Take profit level at 1.27732, which means it's going to provide us hopefully with 109 pips of profit. That's everything for the pound USD. Let's now move to the next pair. Let's now move to the AUDUSD. Fantastic. As you can see, the AUDUSD signal has worked perfectly well, and the pair has reversed exactly from what I have mentioned. Of course, it was ranging for a bit inside the safe zone, but thankfully the AUDUSD has went straight to the take profit level from the midweek analysis video, and has went straight to the take profit level, making 126 pips of profit. It was a good deal, and I hope you guys have made a good profit with this signal. Now let's see what we can do next with the AUDUSD. Let me just tell you something fast. Actually, the pair is gonna continue the fall. So now it's a matter of where we have to find the strongest resistance level that we can actually rely on our entry. I'm just moving the line toward that resistance level, which is exactly right here. Pay attention. Right here, my friends. On the left side, as you can see, this was a very strong key resistance level. As you can see, the market has actually been respecting that level as a resistance. Now, we can see clearly that after the bullish movement, the market has respected that level of a previous resistance and created right here one single attempt of a support, again on the 4-hour time frame. So we had here one single attempt of a support. Then again later, we had the market has made, as we can see, a false breakout from that level of a previous support. So after the false breakout, what happened? The market has indeed made the real breakout from that level. So, you know, I think guys, you know already the rules of my trading style, that when we are seeing actually the false breakout, we always have to assume that the real level of the resistance has to be respected again. That being said, most likely the AUDUSD is actually going to be respecting that level of a previous resistance, which means we have to wait for the pair to rise to another 33 pips before we can start shorting it. If that happens, the target is definitely going to be right here, the nearest support to our entry, which means we are aiming about exactly 100 pips profit from our this signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone should be ranging only till right here, because this is the highest level after the breakout from that level of a resistance. If the market is going to be able to reach the edge of the safe zone, it means that most likely it's going to continue to rise till it reaches that level of resistance. And I really doubt that this is going to happen. The bearish movement is very strong and the momentum is very strong, and therefore we really can expect from the pair to reverse exactly right from that level of a resistance at 0.72763. But just to confirm the direction, let's move to the daily chart. So as we can see on the daily chart, we don't really have a strong support level that we can expect from the pair to continue to respect or to reverse at. The only movement right now that we can see right here on the AUDUSD on the daily chart is this. We're having here a support trend line. So as you know, my friends, the rules of the Forex or actually how the market behaves after the breakout from a support trend line is simply like that the market is going to continue the fall till it reaches that support. Then after the reversal from that support, the market is going to start the retest of the broken support trend line. So as we can see, we can expect from the AUDUSD to reverse upon the pressure from the strong key support level, as we can see right here, as 0.71739. Sorry. Okay. So that being said, it has been confirmed indeed the direction for the AUDUSD. Now let me write the signal for you. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the AUDUSD. Hopefully it's going to be a very good signal, and hopefully we will make good profits out of it. By the way, the safe zone is ranging only for 38 pips. That's everything for this pair. Let's now move to the next one. Let's now move to the USDCAD. So as we can see, the signal for the USDCAD didn't work, but of course, my friends, I told you repeatedly, once the signal reaches the take profit level, it's already disqualified. You cannot really trade it again after it reverses from the take profit level. So I think some of you in the comments have done that, and that is actually a mistake. When I send a signal out and you see it hit the take profit level instantly, then don't trade it anymore. Just delete it from your data, because it might actually reverse again to the sell level and you might enter it, but I'm telling you that is wrong. Please don't do that. The take profit level is selected for a reason. We don't really want to enter the signal after it reversed from the take profit level. So anyway, let's see now what we can do next with this pair. In my opinion, it's very obvious that the USDCAD is going to continue the rise. We need to consider buying this pair. Let me just look at the bigger picture. So right here, we're having here a support trend line, and you can see clearly that the pair has actually respected that level repeatedly. That was a perfect pattern. As you can see, we had right here a support trend line, another support trend line, and a false breakout from that support trend line. Now guess what? Yes, you guessed it right. The market is going to continue the fall, respecting that level of a support trend line, and then it's going to continue the rise toward the resistance right here at 1.287575. However, we need to consider also on the left side to find a broken resistance. Right here, we're having a strong resistance level which has been broken out from, and it was also a very strong key support level which has been respected repeatedly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, false breakout 5 times, I would say, has been respected. That being said, most likely at the opening on Monday, the market is going to continue the fall to another 34 pips. First of all, it's going to be retesting that broken resistance level, and then it's of course going to be retesting or continuing the pattern of that supported trend line, respecting the pattern, and after that is going to continue the rise. I think it's a very straightforward signal and very clear one, and I have no doubt about it. Most likely that is exactly how the AUDUSD is going to continue the move. So if that happens, the target, of course, my friends, has to be placed exactly right here. Yes, let me just make it right here, make it safe signal, so we can expect to make approximately 102 profit from this signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone should be ranging only till right here. Just make it perfect. Yes, exactly right here, because this was the nearest resistance to the resistance where we are actually planning to place our trade. So therefore, that's going to be the edge of the safe zone, which means it's going to be ranging for about 48 pips. Let me now write the signal for you. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the for the USDCAD. Hopefully it's going to be a very good signal, and hopefully we will make good profits out of it. That's everything for this pair. Let's now move to the next pair. Let's now move to the USDJPY. Alright, so the USDJPY signal was also a perfect signal. As you can see, the market has repeatedly reversed from the take profit level, from the buy level, and went straight to the take profit level, making 113 pips of profits to whoever have made or have entered this signal. Hopefully everyone following my channel, have actually entered it. Let me now actually tell you what we can do next with the USDJPY. So actually, we are actually still going to be looking for bullish movement, but however, this signal is going to be exceptional. It's going to be for scalping. Why? Let me tell you something. The USDJPY has actually shown here a very strong resistance level. This is, my friends, the real level of the resistance. Then we had right here the false breakout. What does that mean? Usually that means that the market is going to be actually rising again, respecting or retesting the same level of the real resistance, and after that it's going to continue the fall. We surely want to start buying the USDJPY at the retest of the support level exactly right here at 127.864. First of all, it's gonna be the third attempt of the support right here, and also of course it's gonna be respecting that support trend line which I have drawn here earlier. So as we can see right here on the 4-hour time frame, we have here the support trend line, and we are right now expecting from the USDJPY to continue the fall till it reaches that support trend line. However, that's going to be about 70 pips, and we really don't want to waste the time just waiting for the USDJPY to reach that level. Therefore, I'm sending you the signal right here to start shorting the USDCHF, the USDJPY exactly right here. Let me just make it more accurate. Yes, that's perfect, and that's going to be the safe zone. We just moved the safe zone from the last week's signal. Exactly, that's perfect. That's perfect match. And this is of course going to be the take profit level exactly right here. So we will be selling the USDJPY based on the real level of the resistance, and the take profit level has to be placed exactly right here when the market reaches that support level along with the support trend line. From that point, we have to consider buying the USDJPY. So therefore, we can expect to make approximately 78 pips profit from this signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone is ranging for about 41 pips. Let me now write the signal for you. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the USDJPY. Hopefully it's going to be a good one, and hopefully we will make good profits out of it. That's everything for this pair. Let's now move to the next one. Let's now move to the USDCHF, which sadly did not work. Unfortunately, we can see that the pair has moved above the safe zone, and the bullish movement was very strong, and therefore this signal didn't really work. I'm sorry about that. Let's now see what we can do next with this pair. Most likely the resistance level right here is going to be respected. Let me just zoom out, sorry, to the bigger time frame. Let's go to the weekly chart. All right. So as you can see, the weekly chart has shown here a very strong bullish movement, and right now the pair has actually moved above that level of a previous support at exactly 0.95387, which means we can expect from the USDCHF to bounce back on that level of a support. So it has to fall to another 31 pips before it reaches that level of a support, and after that it's gonna continue the rise at least till it reaches that level of a resistance right here exactly at 0.96391. So after confirming the direction and the targets on the weekly chart, let's now move back to the 4-hour time frame to identify our direction, or identify our entries. So as we can see, we had right here a very strong key resistance level at 0.95308. That same level of resistance has already become one single attempt of a support. And now after the appearance of this candle usually indicates for a bearish reversal. Therefore, we can expect from the pair to continue the fall till it reaches that level of a support. And we had right here, as I said, support number 1. Therefore, we will be buying the USDCHF at the appearance of support number 2. Of course, I want to add to that we had right here a support trend line, exactly just like that. And actually, let me make it more accurate. It's actually like that. Yeah, that's actually much better. That's the right way. As you can see, that was the support trend line. Therefore, we can expect from the pair to also respect that support trend line right here. As we can see, we had 3 attempts of a support trend line. So it's going to be the support trend line number 4, which we are going to be trading. And of course, we had to place our buy order exactly right here. And the target, as I have mentioned earlier on the weekly chart, is going to be the resistance at 0.96391. So if that happens, the safe zone should be ranging only till the lowest level of the support exactly right here as 0.94702, which means it's going to be ranging for about 60 pips. Let me now write the signal for you. And there goes our signal, my friends, for the USDCHF. Hopefully it's going to be a very good signal, and hopefully we will make good profits out of it. That's everything for this pair. Let's now move to the next one. Let's now take a look at the gold. Alright, so as you can see, my friends, the gold signal right now is ranging inside of the safe zone, but actually it has reversed exactly from the level where I have mentioned to start buying the gold, and it has went in about 180 pips of profit before it reversed down all the way below our entry. If I'm not mistaken, it has something to do with the latest statement by Mr. Jerome Powell. However, let's now see what we can do next with the gold. Now, after this bearish movement right here, I don't believe that we can keep the buy order at all. Right now, we have to consider shorting the pair. Now, let me just show you something. From technical view, we are having right here a resistance trend line just like that. And also on the left side, we're having a very strong key resistance level, as we can see right here, exactly at 1944. That's actually a quite strong level for the gold, and I don't think that the gold is going to be able to break out instantly from that level of a support right here at 1930. Right now, we can expect on Monday and on the 4-hour time frame that the gold actually might make an instant movement right here to create a second attempt of the resistance, because as we can see, these two candles right here represents the resistance number 1, and as we can see, that level of a resistance has been respected repeatedly. From that level, we can start shorting the gold, and then we can keep the trade running until it reaches the level of the support right here, exactly at 1906. So as we can see, it's very simple and straightforward signal. Even on the daily chart, we can see that the market has made a very strong bearish movement. That price action is definitely indicates for a bearish continuation, or to the downtrend continuation. So as you can see, it has to actually continue the fall at least to reach that level of a support at 1915, which means we are aiming approximately I would say about 296 profit from this signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone should be ranging only till the peak of the resistance right here, exactly at 1958.40. So that being said, let me now please write the signal for you. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the gold. As you can see, the safe zone is ranging for exactly 133 pips. Meanwhile, the take profit level is going to be approximately 300 pips. Hopefully, all of us are going to make these nice and good profits. So again, my friends, please be extra careful and don't trade without proper money management. Just be sure that just because this signal came from Xtreme Trader doesn't cut it at all that is going to be 100% profitable one. Don't enter with the amount that you cannot afford to lose. I have said that repeatedly, almost in every single video, yet there is always someone in the comments complaining about the losses. But my friends, Forex is always like that. I don't really own this market. All I'm doing here is just showing you the technical analysis. So for example, if Salah said that we can short the gold right here, then something happens. Something happens that actually might change the direction of the market or the gold. Don't blame Salah. Just be sure that you are a trader. You should be aware that the market right now is not moving in the direction that we have predicted. We have to consider closing the trade instantly with loss, and we have to make sure that the loss amount is affordable for us. Don't blame others, only blame yourself if you have failed, because actually what we are doing right here is just giving you the technical review of the market, and of course losses actually is part of this business. So if you have made any losses from this signal, it's normal, but blaming others for blowing the account is not normal. Why did you enter with a big amount that you cannot afford? Why did you enter with an amount that it is actually bigger than what you can handle? Don't ever do that. Make sure that every trade you're opening is an investment and you are ready for the consequences of this signal. No matter what the results are, you are always prepared for the profits and for the losses. Anyway, I hope that it's going to be a very good week, and again, I really wish everyone to make a good profits with our signals, and of course not to mention the great signals that we had in the Xtreme Trader Premium Forex Signals group. So until then, I hope that it's informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.